How AC701 achieves communication with LoRa watch via serial cable. The following will be explained in 5 sections: hardware introduction and preparation, software introduction and preparation, practical operation instructions, common issue troubleshooting, system integration explanation. First, let's briefly explain the data transmission structure via serial cable. The PC transmits data to the gateway via serial cable. The gateway then wirelessly transmits data to the watch via LoRa. Hardware introduction and preparation. Before operation, prepare the following hardware. Our company provided hardware includes AC701 gateway, LoRa watch, power adapter, configuration cable, LoRa antenna. Customers also need to prepare a computer, a TTL2324885 serial cable, hardware connection, demonstration. First, connect the power supply. The power LED will stay on, indicating the gateway is powered. The ACT LED will blink during gateway startup or data transmission. Then, connect the LoRa antenna. Since the gateway uses factory settings, its parameters must be configured via the setup cable. Connect the USB end of the setup cable to the PC. Then connect the serial cable. First, connect the ground. Then select the interface pins based on the serial cable type. If using TTL serial cable, connect to pins 3 and 4 of the gateway interface. If using 232 serial cable, connect to pins 5 and 6. If using 485 serial cable, connect to pins 7 and 8. Pay attention to ARCs or TECs, or B interface wiring sequence. This is a TTL serial cable, so connect to pins 3 and 4. Software introduction and preparation. Contact customer service or support staff to obtain the configuration software. Step 1. Install serial port driver. Open the downloaded configuration software. Find the serial port driver. Find this application and click. Keep clicking next to complete installation. The subsequent steps will not be demonstrated. The serial port can be emulated via the configuration cable. Right-click this PC. Click Manage, Device Manager, Ports, to check if the serial port driver is installed. Step 2. Serial port selection and parameter configuration. Open the gateway parameter configuration software. Use the setup cable to configure parameters. The serial port interface will be used for communication via serial cable. These 3 areas need configuration. First, configure the serial port selection area. Select the settings for the emulated serial port. Open the port and read configuration. The print area shows sent serial commands and received responses, indicating the gateway parameters can be configured via serial setup cable. Since this communication method doesn't use network, set target port to 0. As it doesn't use for grams, set all values in this area to 0. LoRa configuration area. Select central mode for operation mode. Other parameters use factory defaults. Next is user serial parameter configuration. Select baud rate and parity as needed. Select serial mode, matching your cable interface. We're using TTL serial cable here, so select TTL. Serial mapping must select LoRa to enable wireless communication between gateway and watch. This area sets heartbeat and registration packets. Usually no setup needed. If setting, ensure MAC address isn't all zeros. After parameter configuration, click Write Data, Radio Reset. Wait for gateway reboot. Next, open the watch tool software. Select the virtual COM port, emulated by the TTL serial cable. Baud rate and parity must match those in the gateway configuration software's serial rate and parity settings. Once configured, activate Monitoring to initiate data transmission. Practical operation. Instructions. After completing previous steps, data transmission can begin. First, power on the watch. Return to the configured watch tool. Enter data to transmit in the input box. Then click Send. The watch should successfully receive data. Here target address 255.255.255.255 means broadcast transmission. Each watch's main interface displays its unique address. By entering a watch's address, we can unicast to that watch. Only that watch will receive the data. Watches can also join group addresses. For multicast transmission, enter the watch address to configure. Set group address. Select group. Click Write address. Group address is now set. In the watch's communication settings, view its added group addresses. Now enter the group address. Click Send. Only watches in this group will receive the message. Common issue: troubleshooting. No communication between devices. Check serial cable is undamaged. Verify interface types match. Confirm ARCs or TECs are correctly wired. Check grounding is proper. Verify correct. COM port is selected. Unplug, replug. USB to confirm COM port. Serial port not appearing. Ensure cable is firmly connected. Try different USB port or cable. Check if serial device shows errors. If serial device shows errors, reinstall the serial driver. System integration. Explanation. After debugging with our watch tool software, confirming communication works properly. Next step is to integrate with the customer's MES or software system, replacing our debugging software. With hardware connected and parameters configured, the client software can now transmit data through the serial port according to the watch protocol. The specific protocol is detailed in Chapter 9, Communication Command Specifications, of the watch's user manual. This completes the process of AC701 communicating with watches via serial cable.